Maker line right now by Congressman Matt Van Epps, representing Tennessee's 7th Congressional District. Welcome, Congressman Van Epps.
Michael, good morning. Great to be on, sir. Excited to be back with you.
Well, you've been in Congress since December. You've got a bill, the Gold Star bill, that you're introducing. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. So just last week, we introduced our very first bill. It's the Honor Gold Star Families Act. And this one is really critical. It's very important. It increases the death gratuity that gets paid to a service member's family after they've made the ultimate sacrifice from the current amount of $100,000 to $200,000, and then provides a cost of living adjustment each year. This was last increased in 2006, but has not been increased since then. So if it had kept pace with inflation, it should be at $160,000 today. So we're proposing to increase it to $200,000 and then provide that cost of living adjustment so it keeps pace with inflation. It is really critical. It's bipartisan. We're up to 16 co-sponsors, and it's something that we are eager to continue to push forward.
Why would anybody oppose this bill?
It's a good question. I don't think there will be opposition to it. I think it's one, when we, on the campaign trail, Michael, we said, first bill that we're going to do is for veterans and Gold Star families. And we spent a good amount of time just thinking through what could we do? What are the things? And we established some criteria and said that we want to do something that no one else in Congress is working on right now, that is common sense, that we think can get done this year. And that's this bill. We've been honored to have it endorsed by the Gold Star mothers and the Gold Star wives. We met with them here in D.C., and we have broad support. It's being co-led by Jen Kiggins, who's a Republican out of Virginia, and then by Representative Takuda out of Hawaii, who's a Democrat. And it's common sense. We think we should get this done. One of the other really critical provisions in this is that we propose to make it retroactive to January 1st of this year, so that we cover the families who are going through the hardest time in their lives right now with their service members being killed in Operation Epic Fury. You
answered the question I was about to ask. So I think, look, what are the prospects of this? Is it going before it would walk us through the steps it has to go through?
Yeah, and so we're hopeful that this gets done as a standalone bill. That's our objective, where it will the committee that has jurisdiction over this is the House Armed Services Committee, and specifically the Military Personnel Subcommittee there. And I don't sit on that committee, but that's who has jurisdiction over.
You don't sit on armed services?
I don't, no. So coming in, we're working on what committees we might be on in the next Congress. But when I came in on the special election, we didn't have a choice in our committee assignments. And we were assigned to Homeland Security and Science, Space, and Technology, which are two great committees.
Oh, that's right. It was Homeland Security. It was a good committee for you. Okay, so who's going to sponsor this in the Senate?
Well, we're working on that right now too. We would love a companion bill. I think there is going to be broad interest in it, and so we're working on that. And it will go from House Armed Services. We'd like it to be done as a standalone, that what has become just a suspension bill that gets voted on the House floor. If that doesn't happen, or if there's potentially a more direct route where it could be added as an amendment in the National Defense Authorization Act, the NDAA, that happens each year from the House Armed Services Committee. So that's a contingency plan that we have for it, but we'd love for it to be done as a standalone bill with a companion bill in the Senate, and we're working on that companion bill right now.
There are 435 members of the U.S. House of Representatives. Congressman, are you still the most junior member of the House of Representatives?
So I'm the second most junior now.
Who's
yes, so I'm still the most junior in the Republican Party, but there was a Democrat special election, Democrat that won out of Texas, who's now a couple weeks ago, who's the most junior.
Doesn't it feel good? Doesn't it feel good to not be the most junior member of the House?
It is. It does, Michael. Like it is. It's finally happened, and like not the brand new guy. Still new. Still doing some of the new guy duties and responsibilities, but but that does feel good, and it's been a great learning experience. I'm so humbled and honored to be here, and so grateful for everyone that sent me from the Tennessee 7th Congressional District, for your viewers who have been so supportive, and just it's never lost on me walking into the building every day, seeing the Capitol in the background, being on the House floor. It is a huge responsibility, and that's never lost on me. I'll tell you that the State of the Union was another just pinch me moment in this
Yeah,
entire
that was quite
experience.
wasn't that a great speech?
Great speech. Just a phenomenal. It did not feel like 2 hours to me.
Mm-hmm.
We were standing up and down quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So much to be
Well, the
cheering
Republicans were. The Democrats were kind of
for.
sitting on their hands for most of it.
And there were many times they should have been standing, uh, but, but we did, and it was just a tremendous speech. Two medals of honor
Mm-hmm.
that were awarded during that to two aviators, one Army aviator and one naval aviator, and what a just impactful, incredible moment. Having the men's hockey team with their Gold Star
Mm-hmm.
medals in the building, that was a special moment. I mean, the president just did a tremendous job of outlining the things that he has done over the last year and the things that are still to come, and just the tremendous success that this administration has had. And then he showcased all of that with all of the guests that he invited. Just a really impactful speech.
Well, just you and me talking here now. You have a young family, right? How
I
many
do.
children do you
I
have?
do. Well, I have one young daughter.
A young daughter. Okay, so what's your life like now? Because you got a
Yeah.
house here in Tennessee. I don't know. Do you
Yeah.
live in a dorm up there? Do you live in your
Uh,
office? Do you actually have a house? What's your life like?
yeah. Well, and let me just start by saying how grateful I am to my wife and family. My wife is amazing. She's just an incredible woman. She works full time and is taking on just this additional responsibilities for our daughter, and is just an incredible mom. And I'm just so proud of her, proud of my daughter. And absolute best moment when I come home and my daughter comes running up to me and is saying, "Dada,"
So
and just
she's still here, right? Where do you
that's right,
stay? Where do you stay
that's
in
right.
DC? Like, are you at the YMCA? Where
So
are you?
yeah, well, so right now I'm typically at a hotel in Navy Yard that's in close proximity to the Capitol. Each week, Michael, I've had an hour and a half block to try to go and find a studio apartment somewhere, and that block has gotten shifted each week just because it's been so busy and there's so much to do, and it just has not been the priority because there's so much for us to work on. And the days are absolutely packed, and I'm so proud of the team here and in district. But I'm in hotels right now, and we'll hopefully have I think will probably be a studio apartment at some point that's in walking distance of the house here in the
It's got to
Capitol.
be walking distance. Otherwise, it doesn't work,
Yeah,
right? Because
that's
now,
right.
your
That's
typical
right.
day. Tell us what your typical day in
Yeah.
DC's like.
Yeah, well, I mean, today's a great example. I think no day is standard, but today's a great example where start off the morning with some great constituent meetings.
So
We had
what time do you get up?
well, that all depends too. I mean, I think these days are 12-hour plus days. It depends on the start time. Anywhere
What time did you
between.
get up today?
I woke up today, I think at 6.
Did you work
Um,
out? Are you able to get any workouts in?
I need no, no, I need to. Also because I'm trying to play on the congressional baseball team.
Oh, are you?
Uh,
What position?
so third base. I'm a third baseman, but I grew up playing baseball and
Okay.
football. So I'm hoping to play. I don't. There's some competition.
Do they have
August flu.
tryouts?
There are tryouts. There are tryouts. And so I'm
When
hopeful.
are the tryouts?
So the tryouts are here. The game gets played in Nats ballpark, and so it's a
Yeah,
in June in Nats ballpark.
yeah.
We start practicing here pretty soon, and August Fluger out of Texas I think he's the starting third baseman. He played at the Air Force Academy, so there's some good competition. He made this amazing diving catch last year, and he's a real tremendous baseball player. So and member. But there's gonna be some competition on the baseball team, and I'm eager to swing a bat again and get on the field and play.
Do you go to like any batting cages and try to get your swing
Uh,
back?
I think that's part of the practices start. So my understanding is they leave at 5:30 a.m. I think, and go and practice for an hour and a half, and then the day starts. So that'll be part of it. I think they're. I mean, it's kind of like back to high school baseball practice
Yeah,
where
yeah.
there's fielding and batting practice. And I mean, my understanding is this team takes it real seriously. The Republicans have won the last several years, and it is a let the best players get on the field, and they want to get practices in and be well prepared for that matchup in June.
Oh, were you see when I played baseball in high school? I played third base. In the men's senior leagues, when I played second base. I was what they call good field, no hit. Are you also? Can you field and hit?
Michael, I think you and I were probably pretty close, closely aligned to that. Pretty good in the field, pretty strong arm, and I was base hitter, and
All right,
just
yeah,
trying to
me too. I
get the
didn't
ball
hit for
flow.
power. I was
Yeah,
kind of positional. All right. Well, look, I
right.
know we'd love to talk some more. You got to go and do some congressman stuff. So when you're back in the district, come by in the studio again.
Would love to, Michael. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for what you do every
All right.
single day.
All right,
Appreciate you a
Matt.
whole lot.
Thank you very much, Congressman
Yes,
Matt
sir.
Van Epps.
Take care.
Back with more.